inside the air. The streets were breathing slowly, gold across the stone. And for the first time in a long time, I did not feel alone. No one called my name, no one asked me why. But something in the evening looked at me like fire. I arrived in the ember light, where the day let go so easily. Warm wind on my skin tonight, like the city already knew me. No promises, no need to hide, just the hush of the sea nearby. I arrived in the amber light, and the night opened softly. White walls held the sunlight, balconies hung low. Curtains moved like whispers in the afterglow. A woman laughed in Spanish somewhere out of sight, and every step I took fell deeper into evening light. No map inside my hands, no plan left to defend, only this gentle hour where something could begin. I arrived in the amber light, where the day let go so easily. Warm wind on my skin tonight, like the city already knew me. No promises, no need to hide, just the hush of the sea nearby. I arrived in the amber light, and the night opened softly. Bajo la luna, sin prisa, corazón. The sky was turning honey, and I kept walking on. No fear inside my body, no shadow left to fight, only this quiet feeling that I had reached the night. I arrived in the amber light, where the day let go so easily. Warm wind on my skin tonight, like the city already knew me. No promises, no need to hide, just the hush of the sea nearby. I arrived in the amber light, and the night opened softly. Amber light, softly. Amber light. The night opened softly. She took off her shoes, not carefully, just tired of carrying the day. Warm stone under her feet, a terrace above the sleeping street. The sea was not visible from there, but it was present in the salt, in the curtain, in the small blue dark. Between one breath stood still. For once nothing asked her to move. Despacio, corazón. Let the night come without knocking. Let the body remember the ground. Barefoot on the terrace, warm stone, soft air. La brisa en mi piel. No promise, no prayer. Only the moon leaning down without a sound. Barefoot on the terrace, she was here, she was here. A glass waited on the little iron table, not empty, not full like the hour itself. She touched the rim, then left it. Some things do not need another sip. Below her, a scooter passed once and disappeared. Somebody laughed behind a blue shutter, and silence returned with softer hands. She closed her eyes, not to dream, to arrive. Sin miedo, no need to be beautiful for anyone watching. The night was enough. Barefoot on the terrace, warm stone, soft air. La brisa en mi piel. No promise, no prayer. Only the moon leaning down without a sound. Barefoot on the terrace, she was here, she was here. Pili Luna, the dress moved once, a slow answer to a question no one had asked. She placed one hand on her chest. Not sadness, not longing, just proof that something inside had become quiet without disappearing. Barefoot on the terrace, warm stone, soft air. La noche sabe where the heart grows tired. No promise, no prayer, only this breath returning to her. Barefoot on the terrace, she was here, still warm, still free. Warm stone, soft air. Barefoot, la brisa en mi piel. She walked down from the balcony with the wine still in her blood. The evening held the doorway like a hand she almost touched. Her dress moved with the warm air. Her shadow crossed the stone, and every little lantern made the city feel less known. Calle de la Luna, under windows painted blue. Somebody laughed in Spanish, somebody whispered too. The sea was somewhere breathing behind the sleeping square, and every step she followed took her deeper into air. Bajo la luna, she did not turn around. The night was not speaking, but she followed the sound. Calle de la Luna, take me slow tonight, through the golden, through the shadow, through the soft Spanish Spanish light. No map, no reason, no promise, no name, just the rhythm of my footsteps and the city like a flame. Calle de la luna, déjame andar, where the warm walls listen and the dark guitars. If the night wants something, let it come, let it be. I am walking through the silence and the silence walks with me. A small cafe was closing, with the chairs against the wall. A man swept dust from evening, while the last glass is called. There were roses on a doorway, and salt upon the breeze, and a song behind a curtain, falling gently to its knees. She saw herself in windows, not the woman from before, not the one who kept returning to a locked and empty door. There was amber on her shoulders, there was moonlight in her eyes, and the street became a question with no need for a reply. "Ven despacio," said the stones beneath her feet. Not every heart is lost when it walks an unknown street. Calle de la luna, take me slow tonight, through the golden, through the shadow, through the soft Spanish light. No map, no reason, no promise, no name, just the rhythm of my footsteps and the city like a flame. Calle de la luna, déjame andar, where the warm walls listen and the dark guitars. If the night wants something, let it come, let it be. I am walking through the silence and the silence walks with me. No digas nada, the moon already knows how a woman becomes fire. When the old fear goes, sombra suave on the edge of the square. I was not looking for anyone, but I felt someone there. Calle de la luna, take me slow tonight, through the golden, through the shadow, through the soft Spanish light. No map, no reason, no promise, no name, just the rhythm of my footsteps and the city like a flame. Calle de la luna, déjame andar, where the warm walls listen and the dark guitars. If the night wants something, let it come, let it be. I am walking through the silence and the silence walks with me. Calle de la luna, déjame andar, soft Spanish light and the dark guitars. No promise, just the street. After the heat had softened, a glass somewhere, a door closing without regret. She walks slower now, not because she was tired, because the night had stopped pushing. It simply opened. A little breeze came from the sea and moved through her dress like it knew where silence lived. No promise, that was the mercy. Sin promesas, thought of the man at the corner table, not his face, his restraint, the way he had not followed, but stayed with her more than pursuit ever could. A quiet kind of fire, a door left unopened on purpose. She smiled at the empty street. Not yes, not no, only maybe, only still walking. Then despacio, if you come near, come like evening without taking the sky. No promise, just a night, warm air, soft stone, one breath under Spanish light. No forever, no goodbye, only this moment, learning how to stay alive. No promise, just a night. There are nights that do not need a future. They touch the wrist, they pass through the throat. They leave a little gold behind the ribs. No digas nada, some beauty breaks when it is explained. No promise, just tonight. La noche sabe, the sea does not ask where the river has been. Warm air, soft stone, her name inside her mouth. No promise, just tonight. Sin promesas, just tonight. Soft stone, Spanish light. Red wine on her lips and the evening in her hair. She did not need a mirror to know the fire was there. The city moved below her, slow as a secret door, and every breath she took left her wanting something more. The glass was almost empty, but the night was just begun. Gold was turning into copper underneath the fading sun. She smiled without a reason, then looked away again, like a woman who remembered what it meant to feel her skin. Ven despacio, don't break the spell. There are things the body knows that the mouth should never tell. Red wine on her lips, soft heat in the air. La noche la miraba as if it found her there. No rush, no promise, no name to confess, only warm shadows in the shape of her dress. Red wine on her lips and a slow Spanish flame. She did not ask for hunger, but it came all the same. Purely silencio, breath by breath, she let the night come closer, but not too close yet. A song came from the street with a wounded little string, not enough to make her dance, but enough to make her think of hands she had forgotten, of words she never said, of a room full of sunlight and a voice inside her head. She touched her lower lip where the red wine left its sign, not for anyone watching, not for any borrowed line, just a quiet recognition in the amber falling blue that desire is not a prison when the soul was walking to. No digas nada, let the silence stay. Some fires lose their beauty when the tongue gives them away. Red wine on her lips, soft heat in the air. La noche la miraba as if it found her there. No rush, no promise, no name to confess. Only warm shadows in the shape of her dress. Red wine on her lips and a slow Spanish flame. She did not ask for hunger, but it came all the same. Piel y silencio, breath by breath, she let the night come closer, but not too close yet. Sombra Caliente, under the balcony light. Not sin, not surrender, just a woman alive. Despacio, corazón, let the old fear go. There is nothing to lose when the dark moves slow. Red wine on her lips, soft heat in the air. La noche la miraba as if it found her there. No rush, no promise, no name to confess. Only warm shadows in the shape of her dress. Red wine on her lips and a slow Spanish flame. She did not ask for hunger, but it came all the same. Piel y silencio, breath by breath, she let the night come closer, but not too close yet. Red wine, slow fire, sombra caliente, soft desire. She knew that he was watching, but she did not turn too fast. Some moments lose their beauty when you hurry what should last. The lanterns made a halo around her shoulder line, and the city held its breathing like it understood the sign. She touched the chair beside her, but she did not sit down yet. There are ways a woman answers that a man does not forget. No game, no little mercy, no need to prove control. She simply kept the silence where it belonged, her own. Despacio, let the evening move. Not every fire is warmer when it has something to prove. She did not smile too soon. She let the night come near. One look across the table, and the air became sincere. No promise in her eyes, no surrender in the room. She held the golden silence and did not smile too soon. She did not smile too soon. La luna lo sabía. A woman keeps her mystery when she trusts her own vida. Not distant, not unkind, not hiding from the flame, just choosing when the moment A waiter lit a candle, and the glass began to glow. The street was almost empty, but the night was moving slow. He lowered his attention, not away, but with respect. And that was when she noticed what she did not expect. He did not try to take her with a clever little line. He only let the silence place its hand beside the wine. And she, who knew the difference between hunger and demand, left a little space between them, like warm sand in her hand. No digas nada, not before it's true. Some words arrive too early and make the night feel used. She did not smile too soon. She let the night come near. One look across the table, and the air became sincere. No promise in her eyes, no surrender in the room. She held the golden silence and did not smile too soon. She did not smile too soon. La luna lo sabía. A woman keeps her mystery when she trusts her own vida. Not distant, not unkind, not hiding from the flame, just choosing when the moment was worthy of her name. Poco a poco, breath by breath, not every door must open to feel what happens next. She was not a question waiting to be read. She was the answer standing with the moon above her head. She did not smile too soon. She let the night come near. One look across the table, and the air became sincere. No promise in her eyes, no surrender in the room. She held the golden silence and did not smile too soon. She did not smile too soon. Poco a poco, the night came closer. Poco a poco. There was a sound beneath the street, a slow pulse in the stone. Not loud enough to call her, but deep enough to know. She felt it in her shoulders, she felt it in her knees, like summer had a secret moving underneath the breeze. The guitar was not asking, the night did not insist, but something warm and hidden rose slowly from her hips. Her dress moved like a whisper around a living flame, and she walked a little softer, but she was not the same. Fuego suave under silken skin. No need to open the door when the heat is already in. Soft fire fire under the dress, slow rhythm in the air. La noche toca mi cuerpo like it knows I'm there. No shame, no surrender, no promise to confess. Only this quiet hunger. Soft fire under the dress. Soft fire under the dress. Despacio corazón. I am not asking for danger, but I won't send it home. If the moon wants to follow, let it follow my breath. I carry the evening like fire under the dress. She passed a wall of jasmine and a doorway painted red. Her laughter in the distance and a word she never said. The city did not touch her, but it came close enough to remind her that a woman can be tender and still tough. There was no sin in the movement, no crime in wanting light, no guilt in how the woman held her body for the night. She did not need permission to feel the summer rise, with the little flame of freedom burning low behind her eyes. Ven despacio, do not break the spell. Some things are born in silence, and the body knows them well. Soft fire under the dress, slow rhythm in the air. La noche toca mi cuerpo like it knows I'm there. No shame, no surrender, no promise to confess. Only this quiet hunger. Soft fire under the dress. Soft fire under the dress. Despacio corazón. I am not asking for danger, but I won't send it home. If the moon wants to follow, let it follow my breath. I carry the evening like fire under the dress. Pearly sombra, silken flame. I did not come here waiting for someone else's name. Sangre tranquila, woman alive. I'm not being taken, I am choosing the night. Soft fire under the dress, slow rhythm in the air. La noche toca mi cuerpo like it knows I'm there. No shame, no surrender, no promise to confess. Only this quiet hunger. Soft fire under the dress. Soft fire under the dress. Despacio corazón. I am not asking for danger, but I won't send it home. If the moon wants to follow, let it follow my breath. I carry the evening like fire under the dress. Fuego suave under silken skin. Soft fire from within. The street turned narrow, not darker, closer. A red door half open, warm stone under her hand. Somewhere behind the wall a glass was set down. Then silence again. She felt the night before she heard it. Low in the air, slow at the waist, soft against the place where old fear used to live. Sombra Caliente, not a warning, not yet. Ven despacio, do not enter like a flame that wants to own the room. Come like heat through stone. Sombra caliente, stay near, not on my skin, nearer than that. Bajo la luna, the city forgets what daylight tries to explain. I am not lost, I am only warm enough to disappear slowly. She She passed the cafe without looking back, but she knew the man at the corner table had not followed her. That mattered. Respect can be more dangerous than desire. It leaves the door inside you unlocked. A guitar moved once behind a curtain. One note, then the night held its breath. She touched her own shoulder, as if returning to herself. No digas nada. There are words too small for what the body knows. Sombra Caliente, stay near. Not on my skin, nearer than that. Bajo la luna, the city forgets what daylight tries to explain. I am not lost, I am only warm enough to disappear slowly. Piel y silencio. The dress moved, the wall kept its heat. A window burned gold above the empty square. No promise, no surrender, only the old miracle of wanting without begging. She smiled then, not for him, not for anyone, for the woman still alive beneath her name. Sombra Caliente, stay near. The night knows where to touch without touching. Ven despacio, corazón. If this is fire, let it be quiet. If this is desire, let it have dignity. Shadow, stone breath, gold window, sombra caliente. Someone played a guitar in a courtyard made of stone. Not loud enough for strangers, but enough to call her home. She stopped beneath the archway with the moon against the wall, and for a breath she listened, like the night had said it all. No stage, no golden spotlight, no name above the door, just fingers on old strings and shadows on the floor. The melody was simple, but it cut the air so clean, like something she had buried, coming softly in between. Hi, guitarra, don't ask me where I've been. Some songs open places no hand has ever seen. Someone played a guitar and the whole street turned slow. One note touched the silence where she never let him go. No tears, no confession, no story to explain, just a Spanish little sorrow falling warm as rain. Someone played a guitar bajo la luna azul, and the sound went through her body like an old unfinished truth. She did not move closer, she did not walk away. She only stood there breathing while the night began to play. A flower pot was broken on the edge of painted blue. A candle in a window made the shadows almost almost true. She thought of all the endings that never found a name, and how the heart remembers what the mouth will not reclaim. The player did not see her, or maybe he just knew. Some women need a song before they pass the evening through. So he gave no invitation, no smile, no open line, only strings and moonlit fingers and a rhythm out of time. No digas nada, let the old wound sleep. Some doors are not for opening, but their echoes still run deep. Someone played a guitar, and the whole street turned slow. One note touched the silence where she never let him go. No tears, no confession, no story to explain, just a Spanish little sorrow falling warm as rain. Someone played a guitar bajo la luna azul, and the sound went through her body like an old unfinished truth. She did not move closer, she did not walk away. She only stood there breathing while the night began to play. Una cuerda, una herida, one string, one scar. Not every broken longing has to travel very far. Despacio corazón, let the memory be. The song is not a prison when it sets the silence free. Someone played a guitar and playing the whole street turned slow. One note touched the silence where she never let him go. No tears, no confession, no story to explain, just a Spanish little sorrow falling warm as rain. Someone played a guitar bajo la luna azul, and the sound went through her body like an old unfinished truth. She did not move closer, she did not walk away. She only stood there breathing while the night began to play. Someone played a guitar soft under the moon. Ay, guitarra, you remember too. The balcony was open when the evening found her there. White curtains moving slowly like fingers through the air. She left her shoes beside the door, her suitcase near the wall, and listened to the city breathing underneath it all. A glass of red was waiting where the last light touched the rim, and somewhere in a distant room a guitar began to sing. No message on the table, no name she had to call, just the warm Spanish silence coming softly through it all. Ven despacio, said the wind against her skin. No hurry now, as a secret against her skin. She did not ask where it would go. She only leaned closer and let the night know. Below, the street was glowing with lanterns turning on. Two lovers passed in whispers, then disappeared beyond. A woman laughed in Spanish from a window painted blue, and every little sound felt like something almost true. She touched the glass so slowly, like a thought she could not say. The city held its breath while the sunlight slipped away. No one saw her standing between shadow, wine, and flame. But the night was getting closer, and it almost knew her name. Quédate cerca, said the dark beyond the door. Not too much, but maybe something more. The balcony was open, and so was the night. Gold on her shoulders, wine in the light. No promise to keep, no sorrow to explain. Only the warm air calling her name. The balcony was open, la noche también. Soft as a secret against her skin. She did not ask where it would go. She only leaned closer and let the night know. No digas nada, not yet, not now. Let the moon come closer without asking how. Piel y silencio, breath and stone. She was not waiting, but not alone. The balcony was open, and so was the night. Gold on her shoulders, wine in the light. No promise to keep, no sorrow to explain. Only the warm air calling her name. The balcony was open, la noche también. Soft as a secret against her skin. She did not ask where it would go. She only leaned closer and let the night know. The balcony was open, la noche también. Soft as a secret against her skin. near his hand a lantern, low enough to make his face half true. He did not call her, that was the first thing she noticed. No smile thrown across the street, no clever line, no hunger dressed as charm. Just a man sitting still, as if the evening had trusted him first. No digas nada, let the glass keep its light. Let the distance do what distance does. The man at the corner table did not ask her name. Still, the night changed shape. One look, one breath, a little gold between them. Bajo la luz dorada, she did not move away. Not closer, not yet. The waiter passed behind him, silver tray, white sleeve, a small sound of glass against glass. Somewhere not near a bandoneon opened one dark note and left it there. She felt it before she understood it. Not desire exactly, something quieter, more dangerous. Recognition without permission. He lowered his eyes, not to lose her, but to leave her free. And that almost made her smile. Then, despacio, if you come at all, come without taking the air from the room. The man at the corner table did not ask her name. Still, the night changed shape. One look, one breath, a little gold between them. Bajo la luz dorada, she did not move away. Not closer, not yet. Una mirada, no promise, no possession. Only the strange mercy of being seen without being claimed. She was not adored, not a waiting room, not a yes hidden inside silence. She was her own land, and if he knew that, then maybe the night could continue. The man at the corner table kept his hands near the one. She kept her name inside her mouth. Still, something crossed, not touch, not surrender. Only warmth moving carefully through the dark. Bajo la luz dorada, she let the moment stay. Not closer, not yet. Corner table, lantern low. One look, left burning, where no one spoke. The evening did not end, it thinned. Gold became blue, blue became almost nothing. She stayed where the terrace held a little warmth from the day. Barefoot, no music now, only the city breathing lower than before. A glass on the table, a curtain moving, the sea somewhere behind the roofs. She did not need to understand it. Some nights are not explanations, they are returns. The evening stayed with her, not in her hands, not on her skin. Deeper, la noche sabe what the heart cannot say. Soft light, warm stone, one breath that did not leave. The evening stayed with her. She thought of the street, the balcony, the red wine, the man who had not followed, that mattered still. She thought of the guitar in the courtyard, one note falling open inside the dark. Nothing had happened and yet something had moved, not loudly, not enough for anyone else to see. But inside her a door no longer sounded locked. Despacio, let it stay without a name. Let the night be kind enough not to become a story. The evening stayed with her, not in her hands, not on her skin. Deeper, la noche sabe what the heart cannot say. Soft light, warm stone, one breath that did not leave. The evening stayed with her. Sin promesas, no tomorrow, leaning on her shoulder, no voice asking her to choose. Only air, only moon, only the strange freedom of wanting nothing and feeling alive. She smiled then, small, almost private, as if the night had given something back and asked for nothing. The evening stayed with her in the quiet, in the blue, in the place where fear had been and warmth came through. Bajo la luna she whispered nothing, no prayer, no goodbye, only this: I am still here. The evening stayed with her. Soft light, warm stone, la noche sabe. The evening stayed with her.